I think it's time to talk about hip-hop's internet problem. Or maybe it's a solution, not really sure. A few things that stood out to me this week that were very influenced by the internet's reaction and perspectives in regards to hip-hop was three people. We had J. Cole, we had Jay-Z, and we had Mr. Ye himself. J. Cole's been doing a lot of press this week, which I found to be interesting. His album Fall Off has already been out for like a month or plus now at this point, but I'm seeing him everywhere, and he's taking every opportunity he can to bring up his inclusion in the Kendrick and Drake beef and removing himself from it at Dreamville Fest almost 2 years ago now at this point. It's clear that J. Cole didn't expect it to take the turn that it did. He mentions that. He says he kind of just wanted to throw a light jab at Kendrick to be like, yo, man, I have to say something. I'm on tour with Drake. But then it ended up going way too far. The internet's immediate reaction to it proved to J. Cole that, man, I can't just be slightly involved. If I'm either in one side or the other. And then he took a step back. That just shows me that he's on the internet, he's seeing these things, and it made him have second thoughts. You know, he's boys with both of them. He's also been very clear he didn't like how the internet and the hip hop media has treated Drake, which I've pretty much said from the beginning. I mean, I'm like, all right, a rap beef is a rap beef. Drake has some weird mannerisms and can kind of be interesting at times. But to go out in public and constantly be calling this dude a pedophile and a creep and all these things, like, man, those are some really big allegations. And I didn't feel good about it either. Drake's been a big part of my life, and I know he's been a big part of a lot of these artists' life as well. When they needed a hit, they made the hotline bling, let's just put it that way. And then you have the godfather of rap, right? Jay-Z, always a part of the conversations, usually these days very controversial. We had some lawsuits last year. Everybody thinks that Roc Nation is this like hidden mafia that's like pulling the strings and making all these things happen behind the scenes. And then in the same breath, the internet will also say he's irrelevant in the past tense. So which one is it? It's Hov. I mean, he says it in an interview he did this week with GQ. He doesn't know why people automatically attach him to these things. He just wants to see hip hop win. He's playing offense this year, not defense. His words, not mine. But again, another situation where it felt like the internet got in this dude's ear. And although he's been playing defense these last couple years, he's ready to be on the offense. Announced 2 big shows at Yankee Stadium, and I don't think an album is that far away for Hov, but we'll see. I think he also kind of made hints towards it being potentially some features first. He didn't want to, put the cart before the horse. I think that's correct. I don't think Hov does anything by accident. 2 big Yankee Stadium shows, 30 years of Reasonable Doubt, 25 years of The Blueprint. We're getting something from Hov this year. And then last but not least, of course, the controversial man himself, Ye. Bully was supposed to drop today. As of today is March 27th, but still not out. Although we did have some progress. There were listening parties last night. He did release the stream on YouTube for a short period of time to hear some tracks that we haven't heard before and some other tracks that had some major changes to it. The internet was ablaze when some vinyls, CDs, and cassettes were shipped out that people ordered of Bully. And the songs all sounded like they had AI all over it, which has been a big criticism of this album Bully from the beginning. But Ye didn't take very long. Within 24 hours was on X saying, no, Bully on the way, put out a track list, no AI. And sure enough, last night we heard a bunch of songs. None of them seem to have had any AI on it. He re-recorded some verses. Some songs have sounded different than the original Bully that we heard, which honestly, sometimes the changes suck, but these were kind of fire. The album overall sounds like it has potential to be very good. Like, I'm talking his best album maybe since Pablo, which I guess isn't really saying much, but the production sounds amazing. Ye is actually rapping. He's touching on some, really personal things, and that's when he's at his best. He put himself low as low can possibly get, where even his core fan base was wondering, like, man, am I ever going to be able to support this dude again? If these apologies are real, if he starts putting, actions behind his words and doesn't mess up again, Bully has potential to be a massive comeback for Ye. So we'll see, man. I'm very hopeful as long as his actions and his words do not go back to where we were at the beginning of 2025, because that was tough, man. That was real tough. Continue to show the people that this mental health thing is real and that you are making progress forward. But regardless, that bullying, no pun intended, from the internet online about AI maybe got to Ye, because we know this dude is on the Reddit threads. We know that he's constantly lurking on the internet and on X and seeing what people are talking about his album. All of these artists are way more on the internet than you think, and clearly it's showing by their reactions, especially this week. It's been a wild week in hip hop, man, but I think it's a good thing. These legends, man, they're back. Maybe? We'll see.